What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Man, I am stuck in traffic. Oh my God. I went to Lowe's to try and get this damn sink for this kitchen, and sink wasn't in. They didn't have any in stock. Had to order it. So not remembering that they're working on the parkway to make traffic better. So they're building a new interchange. In the meantime, for the next couple of years, the traffic's messed up until they get it fixed. And by the time they get it fixed, it'll probably be outdated. So I'm sitting in stop and go traffic, trying to get back home. I'd probably been better if I went taking the damn beltway around instead of the direct way. Be that as it may, can we all agree that getting a quarterback is hard? That it is hard. That, like, the Pittsburgh Steelers, since Big Ben left, have been trying to find his replacement. They've gone through all kinds of guys, and now they are in desperation mode, waiting on Aaron frickin' Rodgers. The New York Giants is literally getting toaster leavings. They've got Jameis Winston, who was the #1 pick in a draft. And Russell Wilson, who was a third-round drafted quarterback, does have a Super Bowl pedigree, but seems that his numbers have kind of fallen by the wayside, of course, and is not thought that they would win more than 3 games. And then there's the Cleveland Browns, who, yesterday, I got it from a good source that they're trying to get Dak Prescott. Okay, getting a quarterback is hard. And you can even say for San Francisco, maybe they lucked into getting Brock Purdy, but they're not seemingly sure that that's the guy. Because they gave up 3 number ones to try and get Trey Lance, who can't even seemingly be a backup in the NFL. We have the Cowboys allegedly looking to get Joe Milton, who was a 6th-round draft pick, who they no longer want. They no longer want in New England a 6th-round pick to be our backup. And of course, we have Cowboy fans that say, just draft another quarterback, just draft one. Well, Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders are the 2 hotties in the draft right now. The 2 hotties. Everybody looks at it and says, yeah, those are the best prospects. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to succeed in the NFL. There's Quinn Ewers from Texas, and talk about stock dropping. Talk about stock dropping, because going into last season, people would have definitely said he would have been a 1st-round drafted quarterback. And it just seems like it just gets worse and worse and worse. Literally, I'm not a college guy, but I've heard how much everybody is talking about his backup, okay? So you got to understand, the most popular guy on every team is the backup quarterback, because they always want to replace him. Just like anybody. Cowboy fans are ready for anybody. They say, move on from Dak Prescott and just draft somebody. Let me go back to Jameis Winston and who was drafted before him. Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota and Jameis Winston, #1 and #2. Yeah. How's that working out for those guys? There's no guarantee that you're going to get a guy. The Cardinals drafted Josh Rosen in the 1st round, and after 1 year, gave up on him, and then got Kyler Murray. Now, we had people a couple years ago that said, I'll take Kyler Murray over Dak Prescott. He's a better quarterback. Okay. I remember people saying, I'll take Deshaun Watson over Dak Prescott. Well, apparently, the Browns have had the opportunity and realized they'd rather have Dak Prescott. Just saying. Just saying. All these things sound great in theory. Just draft another quarterback, because the Cowboys got lucky for once or twice. They got franchise quarterbacks, not trying to get franchise quarterbacks. When they signed Tony Romo, they didn't sign him as an undrafted rookie free agent and said, that's going to be the guy who's going to pass for more yards than anybody else, at least unless Dak passes him. They didn't think that. They didn't think that they were going to pay him a $100 million contract. They didn't. In the same way, when they drafted Dak Prescott in the 4th round, they didn't think that he was going to get not one bag, but 2 bags of money from the Dallas Cowboys. It didn't happen. They lucked into that shit. And teams that have been trying over and over and over again, you could look at the Jets. The Jets have been trying to get that franchise quarterback seemingly since Joe Namath. You understand? How long did it take Washington to get another franchise quarterback? Trying everything in the world. Literally. 3 number ones for RG3. Bringing in Donovan McNabb, Alex Smith, having Kirk Cousins. They've had so many number 1 drafted quarterbacks, I can't even remember all of them. Seriously. So, Quinn Ewers had his pro day today. And what you have to understand, as I pointed out this morning, is the reason why the top prospects don't work out at the combine is they'd rather be in a controlled environment. They'd like to be on their home turf. They don't want to be in the line with everybody else going up there cold. They want to know the people they're throwing to. They want to be in their own building. They want comfort to make the conditions ideal to succeed. It's kind of like, as I pointed out this morning, if you're going out on a date, a first date, what you see on that first date looks good. Oh my God. Hair's done, makeup's perfect, the nails, ooh. You know, you order food. Well, if she's really into you, she's not going to go ahead and order, a week's worth of food. Now, if she's looking at this and saying, this is going to be one date and we done because he's a troll, he looks like a troll under the bridge, and she orders, tons of food to go because she's trying to screw you over. But if she's really into you, she's going to order a little salad and just kind of eat around the edges there, and she's going to flirt with you and everything else, because this is the sales job that you're doing. After you've been in there for a while, and guys that have been in long-term relationships or married, where was that person? And guys, we're the same. And look, ladies, we know, we get the beer belly, and the man boobs and things like that, and bad breath, and don't shave, and, we're scratching our ass and all that. Yeah, because we're not putting on it. We're already there. We're already there. So you expect to see guys do great at their pro days. Genty, he didn't run the 40 or anything like that, but they did drills where you looked at him, no shirt on, you say, man, that dude is stacked. He looks good, man. Running some drills, like Zeke Elliott, and you say, man, he looks like he's ready to go. Okay. Well, Evers, as you can see, he had like 4 bad passes and it's kind of floating passes. And it seems that arm strength is now in question for him. And it was not a good pro day. Now, Cowboys, it sounds like Cowboys want him, they can draft him. But if you think, like some people like, oh man, we gonna get this guy. We've always, it's crazy how everybody always is ready for anybody to step in and think that they're just gonna do better. Y'all don't remember how excited people were about Andy Dalton. They said, oh my God, we're going to get Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton. There's no step back from Andy Dalton. Look at the numbers from the first 4 years. It's the same guy. Remember in Rush We Trust with Skip Butthurt Bayless, who who's upset because he's been trolling LeBron for 20 years and LeBron don't give him the time of day. In Rush, we want Cooper Rush. I'll take Cooper Rush instead of Dak Prescott. Yeah. Remember when people talked about Deshaun Watson? Dak Prescott can't carry the jockstrap for Deshaun Watson. Yeah. One good year. One really good year. And then, of course, there's those who say, Aaron Rodgers, go get him because he wins the Super Bowl every year. Right. Here's the problem, guys. I pointed it out yesterday. You can change the quarterback all you want with the Cowboys. You can. You can bring in another quarterback. But unless the Cowboys get more talent, surround the quarterback. It's comical when people say, oh, with Dak Prescott, you got to surround him with talent. Eagles fans. Yeah. Isn't that what you did with Jalen Hurts? Because if you didn't need to surround him with talent, then why'd you go out and get Saquon? Why did you trade for A.J. Brown? He needed talent around him. So, Cowboys, they've got a backup quarterback problem. They ain't enough good starting quarterbacks. And if you think you're going to get a backup quarterback that's going to be as good as a starter, that ain't happening these days, people. It's just not. Well, we'll see how much more Evers drops. But it sounds like that bandwagon is over. Peace.